Yeah, welcome back to my channel. And if it's the first time you're actually seeing my face, you know what you could do? Just go and subscribe, share, like. It costs nothing. It's free to subscribe. So if you're the first time seeing. And don't forget, my name is Hugo I Go. And wherever I go, you can go as well. Anyway, so as you can see on the title up there, it's really do happen for real. This was a few years ago. This have happened anyway. So I decided say, was gonna talk about it a little. And most Rastaman and a lot of people love Africa, which I do love Africa. But when I mention love, I just really think about that word's love itself. Words is a thing like this where it have happiness and sadness. That's what love brings. And what I mean by that, again, I'm going to take it a little stage further. Happiness and sadness is two different things. But happy, you live short. When you're happy, you live short. And when you're sad, you live long. And if you don't understand what I mean by that, it's like when you're happy, it's just a split moment, and happiness, just like that, you don't even know when it comes and goes. Sadness, you're there moaning and groaning, and year comes and years goes. So that's what I meant anyway. So with further ado, I'm gonna just dive into the whole thing. It's not a story, it's a fact anyway. Saying a few years ago I was planning a trip to South Africa, Southern Africa anyway, where I was planning an overland truck in South Africa. If you don't know what an overland truck is, maybe go and make a research. It's a truck, it's like a coach, like a bus, but you can take and you can camp, it come with fridge and it come with tent and these type of things. So it's about 20 people or 15, depends on how many seats on that one there. You could spend a month or two traveling. So that was what plan I did have in mind, to set up a overland truck from South Africa, Cape Town, and up to Namibia. I was going to take it all the way around, go through some St. Bagwe and make it back round to Cape Town, a round train trip, but what I realized it would be too much for some people anyway. So anyway, I was watching a program on the TV, and then it was some celebrity from England have gone down to Kenya, which Kenya, them say, is one of the biggest slum in Africa. But maybe not, maybe it could be and maybe not. So what they was doing as an experiment, so these celebrities go to live for maybe a week or a few days, to live just like the people them in the slum, they only give them a certain amount of small change, what they could use and to survive anywhere. But by watching that there, and I realized how a lot of people was having so much a struggle to survive, in that slum, actually, I would say. Some people say ghetto, but I would say slum. And as you can see, and the description that I'm showing you there, so right now, we am walking to this lady. But to further do anyway, so I just changed my mind and say, what happened? I got to really go to Kenya, and I hope I can meet up some musician and so which I could make some music with. So I searched on the net and I come across a bridging. I'm not really going to call too many names now, because maybe sometimes people don't really want any name called in a certain things anyway, but a good bridging still. So when I see him on the internet, I actually find him on YouTube, and he was down in the slums singing among some ones on one on the corner, the slum there. At the time I say he wasn't really that good at singing anyway, but I said there was something in him. Anyway, so I actually find a way to get in touch with him, and I then say, I'm coming on to see you, and hope we can do something musically. So anyway, I prepare myself and reached to Kenya anyway. That was the first time. He said that was 2019, It's quite a little while gone by, and might seem like it's not too far gone by anyway. So reach down there now, but before I reach down, there's a back up a little bit back. I was planning to say, I want to help someone while I'm down there. I would like to help a family of some kind. I don't really have money, but I'm able to find something, what I can find some people who can give me a small sponsor that I can help them. Anyway, I jump around and get a small sponsor. Anyway, small, but what might seem small to we in the West here, it big at them place there. Anyway, so what happened? When I reach down there, I go down there with a little fun in mind anyway, have a little change, what I gather up anyway. And then I find a Nicholas Bridging. And I'm gonna name his name because he's such a good soul still. His name is really Legend, really. That's his regular name. I have a different name. I'm gonna go into his personal proper name. Anyway, Legend we call him. So I asked him if he could find someone, either one parent's person, which I could really maybe share this donation with. Anyway, jump around and he find a lady. And this lady have 4 kids. But back up a little bit, I have a few brethren looking about the case. But when I investigate some of them, there were some of their tricks. So I just did want to find a genuine person. And this brethren I call Legend, he's a genuine person, and I know he would find somebody who are really that good anyway. So he find this lady with his 4 children anyway. And as you can see in the video anyway, I make a full video of it anyway, but the camera is not the best quality anyway, because I decided to bring a cheap camera at the time in case it gets stolen. And actually, it did get stolen, but I get it back right away. I'm not gonna go into that story. Maybe next time I might talk that story. The first day I reached to Kenya, Nairobi, that same camera, and I take that camera out, it gets stolen same time, see? And I get it on the same day, It's like a, why? Surprise, much people could not get that back. But I will tell the story one day to come about that incident. So, it's like, anyway, I find this lady and I set up a small little shop anyway in her, a little something where she could start off, make herself go again. If you go and watch that video there, the video, I did have a YouTube channel and it's still there. It's called Tamale Studio. Tamale Studio, right? If you type that out on YouTube, you'll find it anyway. Seeing if you see a part 1 and part 2, you can actually go and look. The reason why I can't share this here because I have some music in there where the copyrights, I do a few videos, but the copyrights give me a problem over there. So this is a new channel I opened since last year anyway. Cut that long story short, I've done that, and the reason why I've gone down there to actually do a promotion and the same bridging I tell about anyway, because I send him a track and invite it, and I go down there to promote the track anyway, and doing some 1 and 2 little radio interview, and and then I return back. So my heart still to go back down there again, because I've come across more artists and I send them a track, so I have about 5 vice 1 track. I just splice it and make, everyone thinks they was gonna sing a complete song, but I wasn't planning to put out an album, just put a single. So I spliced their song and put it into one and choose the best chorus out of it anyway, and and make one. So I decided to go back down there now to promote that single there with all the artists them. So anyway, in the meantime, I plan say I would set up a promotion show for the single, and also in the same slum I would put on a little dance for the ghetto kids them. Anyway, as I'm gonna bring that up on the screen, that you can see a little clip of the dance what I set up, and everything is free, I buy them drinks and snacks anyway, and I will show the community center what I take place, So that is part of my thing, what I really want to do in my traveling, and if there anyone out there willing to support my any project, what you see I approaching something like that, no feel no way, but I'm not begging no one, I always try my best, and the first lady what I sponsor is some good soul I've told the story to, and them just decide to give me a little small donation to go there anyway. So anyway, so this time I decided to go down there and set up this little dance here, our little show. I actually plan to do a little live show with all the artists. I get the track mix and send it all back down to them that they could practice when I reach back down there. That's where, and I wasn't looking any money. I wasn't looking anything at all from the show. It was a promotional show, and I hope that something could take off anyway. But I asked a few 1 and 2 artists who down Jamaica and, who I know out in the world there, if they want to come. And just one virgin come along. And I be, big up yourself, Majestic, anyway. Mr. Majestic, he's a Jamaican, and he live in Las Vegas. So he's the only virgin decides, say, he would meet me down there. If he say he reach a day before, he fly Dubai and reach there. Yeah. So one night we go down there and we have a great time. Every day we take the Uber, because you have Uber down there, and take the Uber to go down to the slum, or we're going to the rehearsal, we take the Uber every day, seeing, and I'd go down in the ghetto area, which the ghetto is called Kebera, one of those names. Anyway, I bring it up on the screen so you can get the proper name to it anyway. So I gone every day I go down to Kabir, because although I was staying right up inside of one of the it's like, I wouldn't say maybe gated community, but one of the high-end area, like anyway, seeing, we call Kilimani, seeing. The first time I gone down there, I stay up a hill, and these are out of the slum, and these are up a here with a skyscraper, and and where I was living anyway, staying the last time, right next to the diplomat place where them have all the diplomat them stay when they come to Kenya. See? So anyway, every day is fun and nice, and yeah. So this was the last day leaving from Kenya now. My flight was due to take off about 11 o'clock in the night. So this morning, that morning I decided, so I'm gonna just pack all my things them, and then when I'm ready to go to the airport, I just come and grab them, and then straight to the airport, No, you're really supposed to carry documentation or some idea either with you when you're in a foreign country. I decided I was gonna carry my passport with me every day while I'm there. But this day, because it's the last day, I decided I'm gonna carry my passport with me on the street. As I go, I have it safe and ready for move, and have it handy, right on hand. So I decided I was going to order a bike Uber. I don't remember what they call them, have a different name, but I call it, a bike Uber this day. And it was about maybe just after 9 o'clock a.m. anyway. And I decided to say, yes, take a ride on it. I'm not really too much a bike rider, I'm kind of little nervous, on bike anyway. So while I was on the bike back anyway, I started thinking to my mind and said, boy, why I didn't do this before? It feels so nice, And then, the rider decided to go up a street, and he make a mistake with the navigation thing, take him up the wrong street anyway. So while he's turning around, one thing come to my mind, I have my phone in my pocket. I could actually, film myself anyway. Film myself to show my friends and family when I get back and say, look at me and the bike back in Kenya, saying, there comes along, it wasn't too long before there comes along, I see this SUV, this mash-up SUV pointing down. I don't have the clip. I did have a clip of it still when I see it, but I just can't find it back, where this SUV flagging down the bike in a way. And they flagged down the bike, and the bike rider stopped. And so there was 2 police now flagged their badge and said, they are police. And why I'm taking picture? I say, I'm not taking no picture. I'm doing a film to show my friends and family this is, I'm in Kenya and a bike back. So anyway, they decide to take the phone and have a look and see it was actually truth I'm talking anyway. So they asked me for my ID, and I give him my passport. And in the meantime, he was looking at the passport. He asked me what tribe I am. This is the first time in Africa, remember I've been in a few countries, one asked me what tribe I am. It was a very confusing question but I didn't understand why he asked me that at the time there, because I don't think he really thinks I was a foreigner before him actually start look to the passport properly. Anyway, and he didn't pick up any accent either, So he asked me, where I'm coming from. And I say, I leave from Jamaica and I transit through England and reach here. He asked me, so where's the, no, he first, back up a little bit back. I remember he said, my visa is expired. I said, no, it can't be expired. Maybe you're looking at the wrong page, because I was out the year before anyway. So I decided to take the passport and show him, say, there's a stamp in, And I'm gonna show you this year, so because it's a few years after, or little after I start think about it, I don't know if I've been scammed at the airport at the beginning, because the first time was actually when you get a visa, they usually stick something in the passport and stamp around it anyway. But this time it was a stamp and signature, right? So anyway, the police said to me, no, so where's my stamp from England? They say, I don't need a stamp. It is a British passport. We don't stamp nothing. You just scan and go through. Him say, you have to have one. They say, no, is that how the system is? Him say, well, you have to come down to the station to verify this. Right away, I said, well, anyway, we have to jump into the SUV. Everything was so fast anyway that I still have the helmet and my head inside the SUV still. And the Uber bike man, riding alongside anyway to come up to the station because, everything was so fast. Even him have to come up there in case he didn't that serious and could get on my journey after. But after they, reach up to a big station where we go up a little traffic to get actually into the station. And then when we get inside anyway, he take me out into the yard, and there was about 3 more other police what he let me go them too. Well, he hand me over to 3 or 4 different set of police, which one was a lady, she's the main one, where questioning me and asking me, why you don't have a stamp in your passport? I said, I don't need a British passport, And I try to explain, say, it just maybe Kenya is just like Jamaica. If anyone are coming, if you should come to Jamaica, you'll maybe automatically get a stamp in your passport, just like here, you'd automatically get a stamp when I who arrive in this country as well. So she said, you still need a visa, a stamp, in your passport. I said, no, it's electronic. I don't even see immigration when I go through going England. I just scan my face and my passport and step right through, The sister tell you need it. So I just remember say, I did transit through America. I don't remember which part of America again. I did transit through on that same journey there. And at the same time I remember say, I have that same boarding pass in my pocket there. So I take out the boarding pass and show her, so watch here, look here. I even got to America and I didn't even get a stamp either, right? So from there now, it changed. The stories changed. Remember, they stopped in the first place about picture. And now it was stamped after in the passport. No, it changed again now too. If this is a real Kenyan stamping, stamp for Kenya. You say, of course it is. How would I get there? I fly on a British Airways and come through the airport. I'd have no sneaky way how to get out of around the airport after I come after the plane. So anyway, them say, no, this don't look like a genuine stamp anyway. So them decide say, back up, I forgot. On my way to the station, the station, one of the brethren, because remember there's two brethren I was dealing with down there anyway, where was working on a TV as a TV presenter, and them is the one who, involved in to help putting on the show what I was doing anyway, the promotional show. And so on the way to the station, one of them, they called my phone, and the police hand it to me because the police have my phone and my passport at the same time. He hand it back to me. So I mentioned it to him and tell him, sir, I'm going to the station, I don't know what station they're taking me there. Seem them arrest me, And so anyway, we talked for a little bit and him take back the phone from me, right? And so while I was at the station now, I get the next telephone call from the other brethren, what was, as a TV presenter, and say, why? The police them tell him where exactly station I was anyway. And he said, what happened? Him coming to see me because he know this type of people here. They can take me all over the place anyway. See? So he coming to see me. But anyway, so while I was there anyway, they decided them gonna bring me to a different station. So all right, then take me over to one car, we're parking into the yard, a woman and a man, and we sit in the car now, they're waiting. I was thinking about saying maybe they're waiting for a driver to come drive the car. But we're sitting there, nothing was happening. Remember, I didn't know all of these things, their plan at that time, yeah. Nothing was happening. So in the end, anyway, them say, oh, let's go up to the gate, the front gate. So I have to walk up to the gate. It's a little distance, because the station is quite big. It's one of the biggest stations in maybe Nairobi. Anyway, it's a big yard, where whoop activity are going, whoop a different police section. Anyway, we go up at the gate now, and them hand me over to a next set of police now. No, them have for Jamaican might know this year, them have one of them who will a small highest bus, anyway, where we use at Jamaica as the robot or, carry passenger. So them say me have to go into the bus anyway. No, it's about 6 police. And all of them have big long gun. And in the back of my mind, I said, boy, I wonder what they're planning now. Because I didn't do anything. I hope they're not planning to come take me somewhere if they murder me. Because I don't even know if a real station I'm going to see it. But me say, that's all the faith anyway, saying, because I'm a really positive person still. And I'm always very, very calm in a lot of situations, saying, so just calm anyway. And the way we're traveling through part of the slum anyway, I want them turn to me and ask me, say, if there's any place like this in Jamaica. I say, yeah, but small, not as big as here anyway. Reach at the station now. And at the station now, there, we go through the first gate, and now they're driving down to a big black gate. Now, it's really concerning for me now, because I said, this big old black gate, yeah, the gate I look like a gate of no return. And I got to fly up my flight later on, see? Now I'm laughing still, but, yeah. So anyway, so why, them drive down to the gate now, and then we have to come out of the vehicle, because they're not going to drive that vehicle through the gate anyway, right? So then pull the next gate anyway, and we enter in. So we go right in anyway. I feel so this was maybe the main sergeant inside there. As we go inside there, him say, welcome to police. So right away now anyway, them start asking me, so you don't have a proper stamp for Kenya. I say, of course, see it there. Anyway. And so now they start questioning me a little bit anyway. Then when they decide to take me into a next room where them send me to take out all of my things out of my pocket and tap me down. I take out my wallet and I take out, and in my wallet I only have 10 shilling. 10 shilling is equivalent of nearly like 10 US anyway. And I take out my cards, my credit cards anyway. But then one of the police now decides, say, I'm gonna look at this card here. I signed up as a producer in Jamaica with a company called Jams anyway. People who know as a musician, But I signed up with them. So I see the police scrutinize the card, and I was wondering, why you are scrutinizing this card here? He could be able, I think it would be more like scrutinizing a credit card or something like that, or even have a better look on the 10 shilling that I have there, not the 1,000 shilling what I have. But he was only scrutinize it, and in the back of my mind, I said, maybe this 1,000 shilling is maybe not enough for them anyway. So they didn't realize there's no more money in my pocket anyway. Anyway, they bring me back around into the main room, back where I first entered in the main office anyway. And then they asked me if they decide to let me go now, could I find my way back where I live? And I said, no, it's only if I take the Uber. You know, because at the back of my mind, I know them up to some little tricks, but I didn't know why they asked me that question there. So anyway, then, you know, but before that there, I forget, before they bring me back around to the office there, you know, I was passing by a cell and the police opened a cell door and he didn't close it. He said, I can go inside there. He said, look very clean, trust me. But the mattress, it black or sponge then, is a sponge. Black like what? Like a pot, seeing? And we said, no, we don't want to go inside there. And he said, all right, you can sit out yesterday, right? So I was sitting out there and, you know, it's them time there, I remember them actually, he called me and said, oh, my friends, them are here. So I go back in the office there now, and I was looking up on the screen, because they have a monitor screen you can see everywhere outside, you know. And I said, no, you don't have to really, just go right the window there, and then we call them forward. All right, when they call them now, I was wondering there and I said, I hope the brethren them don't go mention he's a TV presenter, and the other brethren sings him is a singer, sing from Las Vegas. And I hope he said, I hope them don't mention that there. And as they first come, the brethren introduced himself and said, him is who anyway, and he's a TV presenter on the station here, you know. So that alone now throw off the whole thing. So anyway, them decided so then can make them go sit back to where they were sitting anyway. And then right away them decided to take me back around at the interviewing room again and ask me, say, how much money was making then, you know? Because, you know, the Bridget was telling about them, we actually put on a liquor show. I said, I didn't make no money. You know, I was putting a promotion show to support some upcoming artists in Kenya here. But it cost me more than what I expect. It take away all of my spending money, what I need. So I was making the money anyway. Anyway, while I was around there, them decided, say, you know, me have to make a report anyway. Them asked me what a question, say, what I was doing in Somalia. It's like a stitch, him trying to stitch me up anyway and ask me how many countries in Africa I've been anyway. And the next question them asked me, ask me everyone who I know in Kenya. But everyone who I mentioned, who I know, like anyway, them all from the slum. So maybe I didn't have no one in the iron to mention in a big name or something like that there, right? So anyway, I sit back outside there and hours gone by. But remember, this whole thing what I didn't tell you from the beginning, it was about 9:30 by the time that them did actually take hold of me from them time there. And now it's all after 3 o'clock, going on 4 o'clock and so seeing. You know, so some of the police, you know, they're changing shift. And I can see this actually one here. He go outside and he didn't have any ammunition inside. He go down outside and start click up in the sky, like, you know. It's like them are trying to intimidate me, right? You know, you know. But all of these police look at serious murder right now. These, you know, none of them even like a smile. Just one of them come and check now and then, and say, yeah, you know, them sooner, them are work on it, them are work on the case anyway, them going through some checks anyway, you know. Then one of them actually come offer me a cup of tea anyway, because I didn't really have anything to really drink. Although my brethren them did bring me some water and peanut anyway, seeing? And but we kind of look at thirsty, so one of them actually come ask me if I want a cup of tea anyway. And I tell you something, because I don't really drink any dairy product or them thing, I decide it's a black tea anyway. So then bring it with sugar in it and I taste it. Many years I didn't even taste sugar in my thing. But anyway, I'm not gonna die even I just drink it and don't see feed us anyway. So, time goes on anyway. And then the main sergeant then come and check and sit beside me and say they're still checking if he's a good boy, then we'll see. I say, watch here. I don't have any problem with police in Jamaica or any problem with police in England and come to Kenya for the first. Well, come here and, me getting locked up right here. Him say, well, many of his relatives say they are good and this and that, but then find themselves down here. But, anyway. So while I'm there talking to me, he show me some shoes outside the cell with the door locked. Him say, you see those shoes out there? These people are locking inside there. Him still try to intimidate me, But still, I didn't crack for them to really go on if you try anything further, I just calm all along the way, Anyway, time goes on anyway, and then decide to bring my phone to me. This about nearly going to 5 o'clock now. And then bring the phone. The one you keep on check with me now and then. Bring me the phone and and say, we must WhatsApp him my boarding pass to prove, that I'm going. Same time while him give me the phone, my brethren walk in, the presenter brethren walk in, saying, and I was wondering, say, oh, him get inside here, But anyway, him come up to me anyway. And I decided, I just don't even want to bother with anything. I just hand him the phone and said, see my boarding pass, yeah? WhatsApp it to the police there, so, right? Anyway, a little after anyway, we bring my passport and say, I'm free to go now, anyway. And anyway, we leave out with a good vibe still and so them, nothing bad anyway, And actually, me have a couple CD for me of the tracks anyway. Me give him there, to listen to still anyway. Saying, so when we reach outside now, the brethren turned to me and said to me, said, boy, the sergeant said to him, said, when you step outside of this gate here, just erase it out of your mind, you never been here. Is that what the brethren said to me, said the sergeant said to him, And then the brethren turned around to me and said to me, said, boy, come and ask them, bring it to one of the top cell in Nairobi there, the top prison in jail in Nairobi there, because that brethren him know Nairobi like the back of him hand, saying, but him say him never did know so that it was a police station there, so saying, so this is a high security police station where they have taken me to, saying, like me some terrorists or something like that, they're saying. And him said to me, he said, boy, say, when him looking at the cell, because the cell door, the same cell door where they want to go into, was still open, him said, boy, that's a top cell. See it? That's a top cell, He said that means that this is the top jail. And the thing about it, right away just had a Uber and go back to the apartment I was staying anyway, saying, and they take a Uber to the airport. But anyway, to wrap up this year and this whole little vibes here, where I was staying actually, I have to go through 2 gates to get into my apartment. Seeing? That's how Kenya is. And who don't know of Kenya? Kenya really a high security country. If you are going to any supermarket, you got to go through a metal detector, and might tap you down or something like that there. Every officially or every building more like this you're going with a public building, you got to really have them something detector. And also, if you're driving to one of those plazas or them things there and you're driving to the car park, them would actually look inside of the car and use those things what they scan underneath the car to make sure that there's nothing, you know. And the reason why that was is because of the American embassy will get blown up by whatever the terrorist people them was anyway. I'm not gonna mention them because I don't even remember, you know, because my mind is not there. But anyway, thanks again for listening my little sad story, you know. It's not a sad story because here again to know. When I tell some people this whole thing here, them say, why you didn't give the police some money or something like that there, you know. Even 500 shilling wouldn't stop me from going to the station. Then when I really look about it and I think about it and I say, you know what happened? Maybe if I did have that, I would never get that experience. Sometimes there's some experience in our life. It's one of the greatest things. It might seem like the dreadest thing. But, you know, it may be one of the greatest things you ever experience. Just like if my journey of driving from England to me and my wife from England to Ghana. That's over nearly 29 years ago then, seeing that was driving, you know. And when we reach into the Sahara, Mali and those places, it was really hard, you know. So, that's the reason why I decided I'd want to do a next adventure in South Africa, but I wasn't gonna make it so hard. Again, I was gonna do it with a group of people, and you know, and I wouldn't be the driver, you know, I would be just kicking back, seeing, and you know, feel join the thing with everybody, seeing. But it was a thing where I still have it in mind. I would maybe still do something like that there. And if you hope to it, if you're watching this my channel and you hope to it, just shout out and say yes, yeah, and whenever you're ready, you're ready. I just only need 15 people, you know. So what I have to do, I have to hire a truck. I was in touch with a company who do overland trucking, and it just then give me all the itinerary and everything and the detail and everything. It just means to get the group of people now to make it happen. It's not, you know, to hire the truck anyway. They send driver, they send cook, you know, and all these type of people. So, you know, but the journey was more like for people to share one love, whether you're rich or poor, or fat or slim or whatever it is, you know, you're black or white or pink or whatever, you know, it's just to share a oneness, meet new people and spend at least even 2 weeks together and sharing one love. You know what I say? That was the point about it. I was planning to do in the city. I was planning to do natural in nature. You know what I say? No, like I'm an italist, you know, maybe I would actually do my own food, you know, and then people would eat from the main canteen thing, culture, come with a big cook outside, as I say. Anyway, I'm going to end this right now, and don't forget to send it to a friend, you know, and tell them about this here, and, you know, share, like, you know. So, for now, next time, bless.
Naomi, tomorrow, right? Till like tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, okay, sure.
Tomorrow, right? Everything being alright again, right? Yeah. Don't worry about me, I'm shy. Tonight I'm very shy, right?
Yeah, you will go up and go back on the right?
Yeah. But anyway, for the cars anyway, you know, I'm shy, but I still front it anyway, right? Yeah. You know, no one might understand what I'm saying, right? But you will know. See? I mean that.